Hello everyone, Science Viking here, and I'm back to System Shock 2. So, we've done everything that we can in operations, so the next place we can go is the recreation deck. However, we have a lot of modules and a lot of nanites, and we're woefully low on ammunition. So I've decided, first, I'm going to go back down to Med Sci. I've kind of made that place my base of operations. And then I'm gonna level up, and I'm gonna buy some bullets, and then we can go after after recreation. So I have 30 nanites. Yes, that's nanites. Those are the things you use to upgrade your cybernetic rig. I have 30 modules, so I could upgrade my cyber affinity or my endurance, or I could upgrade my maintenance, modify, or hack skills. I could also put actually probably a couple of points into energy weapons, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. So, for now, I think I'm going to go with another point in endurance. I could really use the extra survivability. And then I can save up, and the next one will probably go into hacking. So that raises my endurance up to 5, which is 1 point away from the highest endurance it's possible to have. The other thing is, between my energy pistol, which I actually am going to repair, because I do actually like using the energy pistol as an emergency weapon, but between that and my usage of firearms, I don't really need the wrench anymore, and it's taking up space that could potentially be useful. So, I'm gonna, just like with dropping my pistol now that I have the assault rifle, I'm actually going to drop the wrench. But I kind of want to leave it somewhere respectful, so I'm going to drop it here in front of the stats upgrade unit, so that I can both, kind of as a show of respect, because that thing has actually been my constant companion since the beginning of the game, and also because, frankly, this way I can find it again if I discover that I've made a terrible mistake. Now the next thing I want to do is, this is not the room with the chemicals, so I was thinking I'd go there. I was going to go to the room with the chemicals when I thought that was the room with the chemicals, but whoa. Run. How did you know I was on the other side of the door? Well, the many are telepathic, that's probably how. Also, I did actually overhear that. My research is complete. That would be the research on the annelid organ. Or the arachnid organ, I mean. Well, it's an annelid arachnid, as much of a contradiction in terms as that is. Which means I can go back to researching this. I need californium, so I'll swing by the, what's it called? I'll swing by the chemical storage on this deck once I've bought my bullets.
Please make your selection.
And yep, I'm okay. I have one maintenance tool, and all of my weapons are in good condition. The pistol is in the worst condition, but it's still okay. So instead, I'm going to buy 2 things of 12 standard bullets, because I'm going to need standard bullets for my assault rifle. It's my best gun. I want to make sure it's well fed. Let's see if I can find the chemical storage on the map. Okay. Chemical storage is C, so yep, here and then left. That's basically the way I remember it. Californium, that's CF. CF, perfect. Which means I can start researching that. And while we're at it, let's read the report from the other research. That would be the arachnid organ. Summary. I've learned how to best target the arachnids for maximal damage. All damage that I deal to arachnids will be increased by 25%. Arachnids, like all pure annelids, are resistant to energy weapons. That probably explains why my laser pistol does so little damage to the worms. The worms are pure annelids, and so they have a resistance to energy weapons. This creature's internal systems are both distributed and redundant in a way that suggests intentional design, or evolution in a very dangerous environment. What serves as its nervous system uses a significantly larger amount of energy than a human's, so the creature's tissues are correspondingly more energy resistant. Well, wait, so what you're saying is it has a really high metabolism, and because of that, it is highly resistant to being electrocuted and possibly set on fire. I'm not sure that's how that works. The creature's metabolism allows for a boost of hyperkinetic activity while allowing it to remain normally in a dormant state and presumably allowing it to exist for a long period of time without nourishment. So, kind of like an alligator, where they can move really fast and really aggressively for short periods of time, but they're very lethargic most of the time. Okay. And recommendation. Using energy weapons against this creature is not recommended. I was hoping for a recommendation that would make them easier to kill, but instead, all you're able to tell me is don't use energy weapons. Well, we've done our preparation. Those modules are no longer burning a hole in my pocket. Let's head up to Recreation, which is the last deck we haven't visited yet. And, ooh, shotgun shells!
Research complete.
Hi, I'm here.
Delacroix to me, Cortez.
I'm not Delacroix. I know we all look the same in this graphics engine, but I'm not Delacroix. Wait, what? Why are you running away from me? I may not be Delacroix, but I'll still help you, man. Anyway, research is complete, which means I can drop the grub pod organ. And what's the grub organ say? Summary. Well, you have learned the vulnerabilities of this creature. They're so easily killed it hardly matters. Like all annelids, they are somewhat resistant to energy weapons. Annelid eggs often contain useful organs if you search them before they are destroyed. Analysis. Genetically female, the annelid glub is the most basic annelid form. The creature is principally the nervous system and musculature. The highly advanced, for a worm, nervous system appears to be tied to a rudimentary psionic sense organ. While worm-like in appearance, the grub has no actual digestive tract, which is significant because a normal worm is pretty much nothing but digestive tract, but is furnished with energy reserves at birth. When these are depleted, the creature shuts down into a dormant state, possibly until a further psionic trigger acts on it. The eggs that these emerge from often contain organs that might be extracted for useful purposes unless the egg was destroyed in combat. Analysis. The grubs are fairly fragile, but can be somewhat dangerous if they close before you see them. In large numbers, they may prove a more significant threat. Yeah, it is in fact possible to be overwhelmed and killed by worms. Also, so the main upshot of that is that you can potentially find useful stuff if you can get close to the eggs without killing them. Whoa! And speak of the segmented devil. If I remember my biology classes correctly, the term annelid, which is actually a real scientific term, specifically means a segmented worm. It's, I believe, a genus. So, annelids are... So that's probably why they were named, is people first discovered the worms, which are annelids, so they called them annelids.
Your colleagues have managed to set up a transmitting station in the athletic sector
of this deck.
Okay,
the transmitter
is intended to send a message to the Earth to warn them of the events that have occurred in this ship.
However, it will also draw power
away from surface, making it Once you do this, I will control the primary data loop. The annelids are unaware of its presence, but guard the area for their own purposes. Find the transmitter and activate it.
And yeah, I'm running a little low on batteries, but I have batteries from all the cyborg midwives I had to kill. And I guess I didn't really need to go back to deck 2, because there are upgrade units right here. Okay, so Shodan wants me to activate the transmitter, because activating the transmitter will further contribute to her taking control away from Xerxes and seizing control of the ship. Because we don't want the ship to be controlled by an insane homicidal AI, and so... Oh. It's unclear whether or not the shotgun is doing anything to them. I'm just gonna run away. And cough. That's the other thing I'm gonna do. So, we want to So we want to activate the transmitter, which will give more power to Shodan, so that instead of being controlled by Xerxes, who is a homicidal, human-hating AI, we instead have it be controlled by Shodan, who is a homicidal, human-hating AI. You know, I think I see a flaw in this plan. Ah, Yang. What do you have to say?
Okay, I got the ARC terminals wired up to display the fragmented dish alignment for the transmitter. I've also rigged up the tower to set off a security alert in case somebody else tries to tamper with it. I'm headed there right now to start the transmission. Hey, who's that? Juan? Marie?
Well, somebody was killed by a security robot. Lovely. Alright, so he was apparently one of the people working on the transmitter. And bullets! Who throws away bullets, especially at a time like this? Oh, more Yang.
The lights near the basketball court keep fritzing out. I think the humidity from the pool next door is a real problem. If it happens when I'm not there, try resetting the circuit from the breaker by the pool. You think someone needs to call a tech?
Okay, so apparently it's possible to reset the circuit. Apparently there's a circuit breaker by the pool. I'm probably going to need that information at some point. And, Murdoch. What do you got for me, Murdoch?
I don't know what's going on around here, and I don't want to know. I'm not here for the glory of this stupid company. I'm just supposed to make sure the replicators are running, and now people are dying. I've got to turn this ship around and go home. Get me the hell out of this place.
Yeah, I think she speaks for us all when she says
Please
that.
make your selection.
Okay, good attempt to hack this. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Let's see, it sells anti-personnel bullets, actually. I don't know, it costs a fair amount to hack. Hack is probably the next thing that's getting upgraded.
Please make your selection.
Oh, that's quite a letdown. Well, it only reduced the cost by 30, and I can't afford anti-personnel bullets right now. Yeah, money's kind of tight. Okay, gotta give the camera a moment to calm down. In the meantime, yeah, I've been everywhere over here. Okay, that should be enough time, and I gotta admit, they're very polite cameras. They give you a nice, loud warning signal before... Whoa. You know, I have 6 anti-radiation hypos. See if there's anything else helpful. Armor-piercing bullets are helpful. I do have to wonder why the medical room is glowing with radiation. Oh, still okay. Now I have no current radiation. Okay, and that healing bed is Delacroix. What do you got for me? You're always helpful.
Mon petit, there is something you should know about. I have received information from some artificial intelligence that is calling itself Shodan. Yes, Shodan. Wherever this intelligence actually came from, it has a terrible grudge against these enemies and has saved my life more than once. Cyber implants. Strange bedfellows, eh?
Wait, so that's... She's talking about me. I didn't hear all of that, but... Talking about... R-grade cyber implants. Okay, I'm gonna give up on that one for now. Yeah, I definitely need to upgrade my hack skill. Unfortunately, modules suddenly became scarce. Ah, Cortez.
Stay out of the mall if you can. It crawls.
That was very detailed and informative. I mean, I suppose I find it hard to believe.
This is Xerxes. The Deck 5 shopping area will be closed until further notice. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Given what Cortez...
The family of the many grows with every passing moment. Glory to the flesh. Glory to the mass.
You know what Cortez just said? I'm kind of fine with the mall being closed, though with my luck there's probably going to be something I need in there. Annulate healing gland and an unresearched object. And anti-personnel bullets. And nanites. Okay, so if I let it pop open and try to attack me, I can potentially get useful stuff like healing glands and whatever this is. Oh, no chemicals needed for that one either. I can research that now. In the meantime, I have a dead monkey. And worms! Which are now also dead. Okay. Oh, and a resurrection thingy. It's my lucky day. Now, if only I had one of the things to activate the healing beds, I'd be golden. In the meantime, let's see what this log has to say. Ah, more Cortez.
Okay, Delacroix. Yang and I have got the transmitter almost ready to go. Once it's up and running, we'll be able to warn Earth. Frank split up the transmitter code and uploaded it into a number of art display terminals throughout this deck. Just cycle through the art and you'll find a piece of the code. I don't think the worms will spot this. I don't figure they got much of an interest in the Great Masters.
Okay. So we have those art picture thingies, and a few of them have the code to activate the transmitter. Ah, first try. On my first try, I got armor-piercing bullets, which are actually... They're the kind of bullet that I have the most of. Okay, so I just activated the resurrection thingy, only to discover I have explored everywhere that's within range of the resurrection thingy. Because, yep, that loading screen... That's the athletic sector. That loading screen signifies... That loading screen signifies the end of the area covered by that resurrection unit. Quantum bio-reconstruction. And I should just quit my complaining because we have another one. Alright. Don't have the key for that. I just left the athletic sector. The athletic sector is where the code is. Or, I mean, where the transmitter is.
Yes.
Okay. Wondering if maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the wrench. Right. And keep going through the trash because, well... Oh! Okay, I have armor-piercing bullets. I have numerous armor-piercing bullets. Alright, I have armor-piercing bullets, just gotta use the cover, because that thing has a very powerful weapon. Okay. Use the healing injector. I will get free healing when this thing is dead. He's apparently the Kool-Aid Man. Okay. Anything else useful in here? If I could get in there, but I can't fit. There must be a way in. What were you doing in here? In fact, how did you get in here? It's just, did they, like, build you into the wall? Like the Cask of Amontillado or something? Just build the robot into the wall so they can surprise people? Also, modules. Yay! Oh, and that door is broken. Is there anything over here that I can potentially use? I mean... Let's think about this for a second. There has to be a way for me to get to here. But... now I look at it, there's no other way into that room. So, and yet there's something I should be able to pick up. There's got to be a way through there somehow, but I can't figure it out. Well, I may have to come back later. Okay. It's a broken shotgun. And a broken camera. Not sure I should have wasted one of my armor-piercing bullets on that, though. Armor-piercing... I'm used to them being scarce. They're actually the type I have the most of.
Listen, there's one escape pod Xerxes didn't eject, but it's busted. I've managed to get it functional, but I don't know how long it can stay that way. Make it there, Tommy, with or without me. If I don't get there, I want you to let him go. You understand me? Take it and go.
So, more of their story, and apparently they've decided that their solution to this problem is just to flee in an escape pod that's held together by duct tape and hope. You know, I'm not entirely sure I disagree with that idea. I also hear a ninja. That could be a problem. I don't see if there's anything useful in here. This is a much more minimalist bathroom than what we've been seeing so far. Alright. Okay, the ninja's probably on the lower floor. Or right there. And now dead. I literally spent more nanites on the bullets I used to kill the ninja than what I got from the ninja. I really should not have gotten into that fight. I always expect the ninjas to be carrying something useful to justify the effort it takes to kill them, but they're usually not. Okay. No, this is back the way I came. Yeah. There's nothing else back here. Need to find the art display terminals they were talking about. And...
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will ruin
Where did the... Oh, there it is. And now I get to have flashbacks to people partying with nary a care in the world that they were going to be killed by alien insect worm creatures. Whoa! Yeah, that's what happens when you try to open your inventory to kill yourself. Yeah, that's one of them down. I know. I know, Siri, you do not need to tell me that my health is low. What am I, an eye android? Or an eye cyborg? I'm an eyeborg! I come with Siri, apparently. Ah, Delacroix, what do you have for me?
The annelids have cut us off from the transmitter. Shodan tells me that once we've got the transmitter back online and the ops computers reprogrammed, she'll be able to take control of the ship away from Xerxes. Who should I trust less? An imposter claiming to be that monster, or the monster herself?
You know, there really is no good option in that situation. It's like, you're working for either Shodan or someone who would lie and claim to be Shodan. Really, whoever wins, you lose. Okay, is there nothing else over here? There was that log talking about the, I haven't seen any art display terminals. Oh, I have an idea. I think I can climb onto that if I can make the jump just right. It's gonna probably take me a couple of tries, though, and Siri will be nagging me all the way. Jump attempt failed. Okay, but... Ah! Got it! Wasn't expecting it to be that easy. Okay, is there anything else over here that's potentially helpful? Okay, I can get up into some kind of scaffolding, and that... What? I'm on the other side of that hatch, and right next to the resurrection thing. What? I didn't open a hatch, I just kind of glitched through it. Oh, I'm not complaining. I believe I've found everything useful, so... That would suggest that there's actually nothing necessary around here. Oh. Oh, that's the end of one of my implants. Let's switch to the other one. Actually, that can wait. Also, is my research... No, it's almost complete. So, let's see. Where haven't I been? If I were to go straight this direction, that would eventually take me somewhere I haven't been yet, I think. Though it's actually probably blocked. It probably requires a key card. Well, let's check out the results of the research first. Swarm pod organ. Summary. Annelid swarms cannot be damaged by any known means but of a very short lifespan. Annelid eggs often contain useful organs if you search them before they are destroyed. Analysis. Although small, the flying organisms generated by those pods contain a complex DNA structure indicative of a much more advanced creature. Each small creature, genetically male, is bonded to the swarm via a subpsionic link. This link is impervious to normal psionic attacks or disturbances. Annelid swarm creatures seem to exist only as a living weapon, since their cells have a genetically programmed lifespan of no more than a few seconds. During these seconds, they are attracted to human tissue as they frantically attempt to prolong their short lives with nourishment. The eggs that these emerge from often contain organs that might be extracted for useful purposes, unless the egg was destroyed in combat. Recommendation. The Annelid swarm is best dealt with by avoidance, since the creatures will die soon after being hatched. Do not waste ammunition on them. Well, now you tell me. Okay, yeah, this requires a keycard I don't have. That's crew. Let's see if I go all the way in this direction, see if there's a door I can open. There is. Okay, I haven't been everywhere yet. Oh, this is the garden. Well, I see a log down there. Let's find out what it says.
Taylor sent some email this morning indicating he found some kind of artifact that could infect the worms with the virus. However, if you manipulated the thing, it would introduce a toxin into the human bloodstream that could kill in minutes. Unfortunately, Taylor found this out the hard way. He died right after he sent the message.
You
Now,
seek
we can
your
only locate his
associate,
body.
but you cannot find him.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be one.
against the other?
Oh, right. And you decided to drive that point home by sending the army after me. Okay, let's get away from the... Crap, it's got me cornered. And it's got me killed, too. Okay. The swarms are dangerous, but... Okay, so... The upshot of the research is that the swarms... The eggs that produce the swarms, they can only release one swarm, and once the swarm is gone, they actually contain useful stuff. Okay. And the music has gotten to be a new level of messed up. Also, there's apparently a weapon that can, like, infect the worms, but it apparently can also infect people who try to use it. Ah, grenade launcher. In excellent condition, too. If I used heavy weapons, I'd be really excited about that. Alright, let's see if I can hack this. I give up. I really need more points on my hack skill. Alright. Now be wary of the swarm. Oh, that's...
You performed well, insect.
Oh.
I've transmitted some cybernetic modules.
You know...
Choose your upgrades wisely.
You know, I'm okay with being dead. I got a key card. I'm guessing that was the crew quarters key card. Let's find out. The crew quarters is right here. Okay! Okay, progress. I died, but I got the crew quarters key card. Which means I can upgrade my hack skill, which I think at this point is desperately needed. Okay, I hear... I'm really enjoying having the firepower to take those guys down quickly.
Your flesh betrays you.
Where are you?
Oh, great. They just got every kind of enemy in this area. I hear ninjas, I hear suicide robots, I hear hybrids, decapitated crew members. They got everything. There's nothing else in here except a head. Okay, just circle around the room. Okay. Where's the elevator take me? It takes me to where that guy is. Alright. Oh, okay, unload the shotgun. Drink the booze. Unload the other shotgun. Switch over to my shotgun because it's in excellent condition. Alright. Where is he? Where's the explodey bot? Okay, that's not one of the art display terminals, I think, containing part of the code. Alright. I'm gonna hold on to the beaker, because I have an idea. Okay, nothing else in here. Alright, I'm gonna have to rely on my shotgun a bit until I get a chance to repair my... I can repair the assault rifle now. Alright. Keep circling.
That's the trioptimum way. Marvelous choice, if I do see so.
Oh, that was not as successful as I was hoping it would be. I was hoping I could bait him into self-destructing and then run out of the blast radius. It worked once, but it apparently usually doesn't. Okay, more worm creep, more worms, an auto-repair unit, and redundant software. Okay, I'm just gonna run away now. Also, off-screen, I figured out what the repair unit, what the auto-repair thing does. It's kind of like an ice pick, but for repair rather than hacking. Well, if you're not going the direction I'm going, I'm just gonna leave you alone. I'm just gonna ignore him until he notices me. Okay, this is hackable. There. I hurried, alright? Try something. That worked! I literally just typed in 11111 and it actually opened it. And 10 modules, and... That's... I believe that... Shit. I believe that's the... I think that was actually mentioned in the log.
You seem to have suffered a minor malfunction.
Buttons dropped.
Sir, where are you?
Buttons dropped.
Okay. Let me see something. I can drop the swarm pod organ, and now I...
Come back.
Okay, heavy armor requires a strength of 6. I'll probably never have that.
Very good, sir. Fine.
So, that was actually mentioned in that log that I was looking at before. This is the weapon that, like, injected the guy with the toxin that killed him. So, I'm just gonna not touch that because I enjoy not being poisoned. So just quick use my repair modules. At some point I need to swing by an upgrade unit. I have a lot of cyber modules. Alright. Go standard. So I see that ninja. Personnel, because I only need to hit him once. After that, I think I need to go back to Med Sci and buy more ammo. Okay. That's the end of him, but he did a lot of damage. Just avoid the worms. There is nothing... One repair tool. That the disposable weapon maintenance tool is actually helpful. Okay, but okay, flies. Okay, I can't do anything to the flies. Okay, we've circled around back to where we started. Just keep running away from the flies until they keel over. It won't take very long. Why can't that work for the rest of my problems? Just keep running away from them and eventually they disappear. Why can't that work for all of life's problems?
I am a fully registered triumph.
Okay. Okay, I got 2 more healing glands out of that. I'm gonna try to avoid... 3 healing glands, and I took some damage in the process of getting those. Okay, keep running away. Just keep running away from that problem. Use a healing gland. Alright. This is back where we were, so just... How far can you guys follow me? That far, apparently. Hop!
I am a fully registered tri-optimum service unit.
I don't want... I know what kind of service you offer, and I don't want any. That's worth taking damage for. 47 nanites is... 47 nanites is almost enough to buy a clip of bullets, and that's worth taking a little damage for. Okay, just grab the vodka and run. Just grab the vodka and run. Oh! Athletic sector key!
Well, insect. I've transmitted some cybernetic modules. Choose your upgrades wisely.
Okay. Athletic sector key. That's actually something helpful. Alright. Elevator. Let's see if we can escape the worms. Okay. And a log from Yang!
Tell your team they may not be able to play. They were down in the basketball court when the damn power went out. Again. Irony is, we were ahead for the first 2 weeks. Well, we won't need the lapdogs of the Von Braun anymore.
Okay. So the basketball court's having problems, then what do you got, Delacroix?
Shunt has been online for 2 hours. Go tell Cortez in the crew section to come out and turn on that transmitter. If this message doesn't reach you soon, they may be able to interfere with the transmission from the breach.
Will be dealt with to the utmost degree of the law.
Okay, so basically that was Delacroix saying the transmitter's fixed, I just need the code. Well, what's the use of... I'm just gonna drop the prisms, I just grabbed those in a panic. Actually, I'm just gonna chug the contents of my inventory, my health is a little low. Okay, that's back the way that I came. Let's see if there's anything else potentially useful here before I spend my 52 nanites. Those are modules. Those are not nanites.
Right away, sir. Marvelous.
Oh, that's the end of those bullets. Access denied by Xerxes. Okay, so the center of the pyramid here is where I go when I'm done taking control of the ship from the obsolete Xerxes. Got it. Okay, just keep running away from the worm. Oh, and this is the other side. This is the door I couldn't get through earlier. Okay, where does this go? It goes away from the worms. That's good enough. All right. Okay, where am I now? A casino is apparently where I am now. Fuck. Okay. There. That'll deal with you.
We do
not welcome.
Well, we didn't welcome you either. It didn't stop you. Right, I don't have any.
Potential.
Wonderful. Didn't see the camera.
Potential threat detected.
Wonderful. Didn't see the camera, and now everything is chasing me. Lovely. Let's see if I can hack into this quick a moment. I can. Good. Okay, just smash and grab, smash and grab. We're robbing a casino. Just grab the stuff and run. Finesses for other people. Alright. Okay, 8 more nanites. 331 nanites. Yeah, I've been running out of resources, but I have a lot of nanites and I have a lot of modules. It's time to find an elevator. Surprisingly few enemies coming after me. Alright. Keep the booze going. Alright.
Is it? Oh, very good, sir. I'm sure this is just what you were looking for. If you need help finding something.
Lovely. Okay, more explodey droids. Let's just go through here. Now all we have to deal with is monkeys. And worms. Alright. Okay, got the pyro monkeys. Oh, right, this is the replicator I couldn't hack. Which means... there's upgrade units near here. Oh, no, that's not the... I did hack that one.
You've served me well. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
So you like to pay me in installments. You give me 10 modules for finding the key card and 10 modules for using the key card. Okay. Alright. Yep, these are the upgrade units. Okay. I've had enough trouble hacking things. I'm going to put another point into hack. The next upgrade will cost 50, but that will max out hack. And... contrary to what I've been saying, I've honestly had a little trouble keeping all my weapons maintained, so I'm going to put another point into maintenance, too. And that's the end of the modules for a while. Let's swing by that replicator now that I actually have nanites. It's already hacked.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
So...
Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Rifled slugs and anti-personnel bullets. I really still could use some standard bullets, but I think I can live without them for a little while. Okay, I already checked you. So we're in the locker room now. I still couldn't find... I still haven't... Whoa! Still haven't found the code. It's supposed to be in the art terminal. Oh. Shit! Okay, that went actually moderately... It's the Rumbler. That went actually moderately okay. So... I need Mo in order to research the Rumbler organ. Well...
Toxic hazard.
What? Oh, grubs. Well... Let me try something. 4 worm clusters. What can I do with the worm clusters? Wait, can I research the worm clusters? I cannot research the worm clusters. So, I suppose I can pick them up just to get rid of them. Well, that's the end of that implant. Where are they and why am I stuck? How am I stuck? Okay, I'm unstuck. That was definitely not panic in my voice. Not at all. Okay.
Toxic hazard.
Keep stepping on the worm clusters. Okay. See if I can get through here again. Another unresearched object. Oh, and this would be how we get to the pool. Okay, so somebody fell into the pool. Alternatively... Oh! Energy recharger, good. And an auxiliary power override, and I happen to have a charged power cell. Okay, that restores the lights in the basketball court. That's definitely helpful and not in any way unnecessary. Now, let me see if I can... Should be able to climb this ladder and get out of here. Okay, I even managed to loot the guy who died in the pool. Alright. Okay, that door is still broken. Fortunately, this egg has done everything it can, so... just sneak through here. Okay, the lights in the basketball court. That's helpful because now I can see the worm clusters.
Toxic hazard.
And step on them anyway because I'm an idiot. Alright. Okay, the one thing I'm actually good for resources-wise is healing.
Chemical needed.
Molybdenum. Alright, well, next time I'm at a... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's one down. Okay, that actually went alright. Would that make you... TCS Fusion... TC5 Fusion Cannon. That sounds powerful. Probably also an energy weapon. Okay, so that's the thing that requires the code that I don't have because I couldn't find the art terminals they were talking about. So... Okay, so I have access to the transmitter. Now it's just a matter of activating it by finding the code in the individual art terminals. Let me see if that log said anything about where the art terminals were. Barricaded in, blackouts, the mall, transmitter units.
Okay, Delacroix. Yang and I have got the transmitter almost ready to go. Once it's up and running,
okay, just
we'll be
throughout
able to
this
warn Earth.
deck.
Frank split up the transmitter code and uploaded it to a number of art display terminals throughout this deck. Just cycle through the art and you'll find a piece of the code. I don't think the worms will spot this. I don't figure they got much of an interest in the Great Masters.
Okay, so it can't be more specific than throughout this deck. Alright. See if I can find them. Whoa. And while continuously dodging worms. You know, with my upgraded hacking skill, let's see if I can get through here. I can.
Security access compromised.
Oh,
Security
surgical unit
access
activation
compromised.
key and 10... What are prisms? What do you do with prisms? I'd really like to know. Okay. So... Oh! Alright. Okay. So, let's see if I can find the art display term. I'd expect them to be in the crew quarters, honestly. If the art display terminals are going to be anywhere, I'd expect that to be where they are. But before I do that, I'm going to quick swing by medical. This is medical as a part of crew quarters, so it's kind of mini medical. And activate the surgical unit so that I can now heal myself for pennies on the nanite. Alright, just 5 nanites and I can get fully healed. And it's 1 fewer problems. Okay. You know, the place that would make the most sense for the activation keys to be, it's also a place I didn't really look very closely at, is in here, the crew quarters. I was too busy trying not to be murdered, but this is the place where it makes the most sense for the art display terminals to be. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, where's this go? I didn't see this shaft before. A room filled with eggs. That's where it goes. Ah! Okay, so those 2 eggs had nothing useful. You have modules. Combat armor. That requires higher strength than I have. So, modules, combat armor, and nanites. Oh, I'm not complaining. Okay, whoa. Okay. Why can't I fit through anymore? I keep getting stuck on things. Is System Shock 2 telling me I need to lose weight? Whoa. Ah, I was crouching. I mean, I wasn't. Is not really a meaningful difference there. Okay. I have yet to see a single art terminal in any of these. So no, I must be barking up the wrong tree. This must not be where they are.
Stay quiet there. Did you need help finding something?
Oh, that's the broken elevator. Okay. Keep running away from the hacked robot.
Right away, sir.
Okay. Okay, we're away from the suicide robot. Okay, this is not... This deck is not where the codes are. Okay. Or this deck... It is this deck, but it's not this area. Alright. Oh, wonderful. Finally, an enemy I have the firepower to take down.
This is Xerxes. Tri-Optimum reminds you that there are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work cycle, just twice a week, can give you the spending money you need to make this holiday a very special one.
Okay, that's a rather strange message to get from the AI that is repeatedly trying to murder me. Okay, prisms have got to be useful for something.
Please make your selection.
I just don't know what it is. Also, okay, so I found my way into the mall. What? Okay, that's a broken replicator. I could potentially repair that. That's another broken replicator. I almost question the wisdom of having multiple replicators. I mean, theoretically, one replicator can make any of the stuff that you need. Like, it's... The mall is broken up into...
May I help you? Is someone there? Potential threat detected.
Oh, wonderful.
Potential threat detected.
Okay, Ronsenberg, what do you have to say?
What's wrong with people? They can just walk over the rules. I'm not opposed to a in, but outright theft. Hey, what are you doing over there? Get away from that replicator, you son of a...
So apparently we just heard about the death of a mall cop. Okay, well, that solved one of my problems. Thank you, robot! I'm starting to like the robots a lot more than the more humanoid enemies.
I'm sorry.
Are you already dead? Yeah, you're already dead. So are you now. Okay, I don't really have enough modules to upgrade anything. Oh, yay, more flies. Oh, one of these! Okay. It's actually really... And those are the other upgrade units. And a dead monkey. Oh, and right through the flies. Oh! Is that a game over? Yes, it was. Well, I'll be back in a moment. Hopefully with less terror. Okay, I'm close enough to back where I was, and I even managed to trigger a camera again to really get that authenticity. robot problems are mostly taken care of.
Xerxes won't like this.
Okay. Blast door, stand clear. That's a great thing to have in a mall.
This is Xerxes. Try Optimum reminds you
Okay, got
that
some
there
flies.
are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work cycle just twice a week will give you the spending money you need to make this holiday a very special one.
Okay, let's shut Xerxes up and hear from Ronsenberg instead.
Why don't I just make a bonfire and throw all my nanites on it? Last night with Nikki was amazing. A woman, you gotta love technology. But I must have left all my nanites in her room in the central subcenter.
Security alert terminated.
Okay, let's try not getting blown up, and then find out that a guy apparently left all of his nanites with a holographic prostitute, and... Okay, there's the swarm. Okay, that's the end of that swarm. Alright. Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to click and then hit tab to get out of the menu so I could run away from the swarm, and I did those things in the wrong order, and I shot the egg. Okay. Okay, that's the end of that swarm. Let's actually choose the shotgun shells for that. Okay, another one of these. So I can get extra 20% benefit from all hypos, 3 extra inventory slots, extra movement speed. Are you actually getting closer to me? 15% more damage from ranged weapons. Or extra items and replicators cost 20% less. I'm gonna go with sharpshooter. Each shot with a ranged non-psionic weapon deals 15% more damage. Because all of my attacks are, all the attacks I regularly use are ranged. Oh, another one of these, whatever that is. Speaking of which, how's the research going? Oh, right, I need molybdenum. Well, in that case, let's... that's not what I wanted to do. Let's suspend, and let's start researching whatever this is. Alright, I need Yes, let's shoot this open. That's definitely what will get this thing open. Let's just shoot the crate. Actually, if video games have taught me anything, it's that when you shoot crates and barrels, they explode. Okay. Got more healing. Sensual simulation units. And there's a camera in here. That's just... There's a security camera in the brothel. That's just wrong on a number of levels. Actually, I don't know. As long as it's not, like, actually in the room, we're probably okay. I'll see what this log has to say.
Taylor found this weird kind of weapon, but he must have used it wrong. Made him sick. Real sick. I stashed the thing on the second floor of the crew annex, and Jury ripped the door lock. Code of 11111.
Oh!
Easy to remember, huh? I also stashed a pile of nanites and some other goodies there. No sense in getting caught with your pants down. Except in this place.
Oh, this was the log that mentioned the code of 11111. I remembered that because like I said, I saw SF Debris play through this, and it's actually kind of a memorable code in its own way. But I assumed that was from the other code. I guess I didn't realize where I was remembering that from.
Please make your selection.
Okay, the access cards are absurdly expensive. Let's see about hacking it.
Hi there.
First try.
Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Alright. Nikki was the one the guy mentioned. I have to use the access card on the thing. 503 nanites. And 10 cyber modules. Why did you bring cyber modules with you to the holographic prostitute? You know, upon further consideration, I really do not need to know the answer to that question. There's probably potentially useful stuff in the other ones, but, wrong word. No! And I'm dead again. Okay, I'm still in the sensual stimulation area, but I'm basically back where I was, and I also managed to find 4 modules that I think I didn't find last time. I found them off of a dead guy in one of the bathrooms. So I'm actually up to 37 modules, even though Shodan hasn't rewarded me for anything. And that is how we deal with the turret. Okay. More upgrade units. Slugs and proximity grenades. I don't need proximity grenades. Alright. What do we have here? More slugs and an unresearched object. Well, my research has hit a bit of a dead end because I don't have the right chemical. That requires a research skill of 3, just like this one requires a research skill of 4. Well, I can at least recharge myself. I may end up leveling up the research skill later and actually researching that stuff, but for now I have other uses for my modules. Oh, and here's the resurrection unit. And a camera trying to make damn sure I need the thing. Alright, what else? Whoa! Flies! That's what we got. Fortunately, I'm in pretty good health, so it's just a matter of running until they die. Yeah, on my... I'm not sure whether this was my 3rd or 4th run through this area. I actually managed to take minimal damage. Oh, they're not dead yet. I thought I heard the sound of them dying. And yeah, I got the same perk, the one that makes firearms... Well, yeah, basically firearms. Standard and energy weapons deal extra damage. Because I rely a lot on those kinds of things. Alright. Let's see if that egg had anything useful in it. That's just a magazine. There's nothing I can even do with a magazine. I suppose it's appropriate, it's in the bathroom. Oh, more modules! And standard bullets. And another crystal shard. Does that mean that guy was working for the many? And an audio log. Let's see what this person had to say. Siddons!
I've just killed some kind of spider. I don't know, but it bit me. And now I'm sick. That's my last med hypo. Come quick, Tommy. Come quick.
You're in some trouble then, Siddons, because, the poisoning doesn't... The med hypos don't cure the poisoning, and as we've established with my exploits, it doesn't ever really go away. Oh, as I'm out of antitoxin hypos, and I managed to get... I guess I get to demonstrate that firsthand. Yep, this is what happens when you get poisoned.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Well, let's see. Do you sell
Hi there.
antitoxin hypos?
Please make your selection.
After I hack you, will you sell antitoxin hypos? One more try. Not worth it. You wouldn't happen to have an antitoxin hypo. Oh, got more spiders. I'm just gonna tolerate the gradual damage over time until I either find a way to heal myself or just expire. Honestly, just gradually dying of the poisoning wouldn't be that bad. I'm fairly certain I'm within range of a resurrection unit. And it's cheaper to die, be resurrected, and then use 5 nanites to heal myself than it is to try to keep myself alive by any other means. Oh, there they are. Okay, got more flies coming after me. Though with as high as my endurance stat is, I'm taking damage very slowly from the poisoning. I can pretty much just ignore it for the most part unless I get into a serious fight. I still haven't noticed any of the art display things. Okay, that's just a really boring film. I'm actually going to hold on to the dual circuit EMP rifle for the moment. What? Energy skill of 6. So the EMP rifle is basically like... It's the energy weapon equivalent of the assault rifle, so I'm probably just going to end up dropping that. Still, 3 modules. Oh, and there's another egg over here, which has nothing in it. Okay. If it takes me much longer to find the,
Toxic hazard.
I know. Monkey hazard.
Where did he go?
Would that be a simian hazard in addition to the toxin hazard?
That's the Trioptimum way.
Shit! There. That's you taken care of. Antitoxin hypo.
Choosing value wrap.
Oh, and I'm out of inventory. What can I drop that definitely is unuseful to me? Actually, simple solution. I need to repair my gun anyway. So let's do that. And now I have inventory space for the antitoxin hypo. And the toxin is cured. Okay. So, as I was saying, if the hunt for the art display terminals goes on much longer, I think I'm just going to suspend the recording until I find them so you guys don't have to watch me bumbling around the ship trying to find the art display terminals that have the information I need. Okay, I believe in this direction is the healing bed that I repaired earlier. I believe it's medical. It's in the medical area. Not this door, but the one after it. Oh, it is active. And I'm healed. Alright. So... yeah, I've pretty much run out of stuff to do and stuff to say, so... I'm gonna just essentially suspend the recording until I find the art display terminals they were talking about. So, I'll be back when I find those.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Okay, I managed to hack my way into this room, and ooh, free modules. And that's another EMP rifle in perfect condition. And I've opened a maintenance hatch. Since I had to both repair the keypad and hack my way into here, I don't know that this is going to lead to one of the codes, but since I just got in here, I figured I'd let you guys share this journey with me. This journey to the land of eggs and suffering. Okay, plan. And that plan did not...
Mistrust is the tyranny of the individual. Your own kind sees you as a threat.
Why do you murder our unity?
No matter, the line is drawn.
You will cease to be.
It is just a question of
Who will bring your end?
us.
And the money's trying to intimidate me again. But, hey, free egg bits and some nanites. Well, you can't really poison me any more than I'm already poisoned, so actually you probably can, but it wouldn't matter. Okay, that's all the loot in that direction. Let's go this way. Flies. Gotta escape the flies. That means I'm gonna have to climb again. Okay, I'm glad I finally learned that you can deal with the flies by just running away from them until they die. Okay, climb up here, jump, get down the hole, try not to take too much falling damage, take a little falling damage anyway because life is pain. That's an antitoxin rifle. Okay, it looks like that was everything that was down there, though that didn't really do as much antitoxining as I was hoping it would. I am very strongly anti-toxin. Anyway, there weren't any art display terminals in here, and there's not much more to be said about this, so once again, I'll be back when I find part of the code. I don't feel like expiring of toxin, even if it's the responsible thing to do. Even if dying is the smart option, I'm gonna try not to do it. How often does that happen? The smart option is to just die.
Hi there. Please make your selection choosing value wrap.
Okay, so art display termin. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and for those of you playing at home, how many times have I walked past this terminal without noticing that it is an art display terminal with part of the code on it? Okay, so the first part of the code is 10, and I'd just like to take a moment to appreciate that it was right fucking here, across from the upgrade units that I've used several times. And I missed it. Anyway, resuming the search. Okay, so this is an art display terminal that does not contain a part of the code. I did have to go through a loading screen to get to this one. Does that mean that they're all in that same area so that I won't have to cross a loading screen to get to the rest of the code? That's possible. I'm gonna go back that way and see if I can find anything. I didn't realize we've gotten to the point where these guys respawn. Oh! Okay, apparently that was an area I hadn't been yet. The turret clued me in. Okay, yeah, somewhat of an unscheduled return. I didn't realize that I hadn't been to that part of the ship yet. Let's see if I can get back to where I was when I died. And now I'm in a completely different... Yeah, this is not it. Alright, yeah, I'm not lost, you're lost. And I apparently also haven't been here. Well, okay. Having only found one part of the code, I guess I'm back on camera because, well, there's more stuff to do. So step 1, researching this I need yttrium, and alternatively researching, if I suspend that and try to research this, I need molybdenum. So I need molybdenum and yttrium. So Y and MO. MO, right there. Let's see if I can get to it. Okay, so let's start researching that and use my molybdenum immediately. And Y, yttrium. Let's see if they have any of that here. That's V, not Y. They look similar, but they're not actually the same thing. Yep. Alright. And there's stuff I can hack into. Well, in theory, anyway. Clusters of worms. I don't know what the use of the clusters of worms is, but I have a suspicion that they're used for something useful. And a repair module on version 3 hacking software. So I hack into the place that contains the hacking software. I probably just missed that door because I know I've been in the area on the other side of it, though I haven't been here before. Quite clearly. See if there's anything else through here that's helpful. Oh. Worms are the opposite of helpful. Med hypos, on the other hand, med hypos are definitely helpful. Though... Med hypos are considerably less essential than they were before. Now that I have things like annulid healing glands and those robot repair thingies. Alright, this says it leads to the mall, which I have been to. But here we're just in a different part of the garden, which I've already been. I suppose I didn't explore the garden as thoroughly as I thought I had, especially since I never saw this audio log.
I'm so close to Rebecca, it's killing me. I'm spending some time with crew members who said they saw her. They told me to help me find her if I help them set up this transmitter. They're set on saving the Earth. I just want Rebecca. Then I'll take care of the Earth.
Okay, now we know where Suarez's priorities are. And yeah, I was here. I remember I found this art display terminal does not contain any information on the code. Yeah, this is the place where I died. Okay, now that I know the turret is there... They say that people are at their most vulnerable when they think that they're safe. They say people are at their most vulnerable when they think that they're safe. I'd say that definitely applies in this situation. I'm wandering through the ship thinking that I've already killed everything, and... Ah, laser pistol. Which is very good, whereas my laser pistol is poor. So, once again, I'm just going to trade up. I had no right to have that much success hacking into that. But I clearly haven't been here, so let's see if there's anything else useful I can grab. Alright. Well, this room is very blue. Oh, no! Ow! And this is the area that I got into before. Which means I didn't actually need to repair and then hack that door from before. I could have just gotten in that way. Of course, it'd be a lot creepier trying to find my way out through here. Alright. And back up here. But that was another door that led in the direction of athletics. So perhaps I should make my way back that way. So, garden and mall. Continue going in this way a little bit. I suspect... Of course, those of you who've played the game are probably either yelling at the screen or laughing at me at this point. I suspect all of the art display terminals are in the actual athletics area, so I suspect that I won't have to go through a loading screen to get to where they all are. So, I've done all of this, I believe. Yeah, I definitely explored that area thoroughly. So this way. And... yeah, I tend to get lost a lot. Now that qualified it. I'm gonna be honest, that thing qualifies as a jump scare. Honestly, the midwives are the creepiest enemy in my opinion. Ah, an unlooted body with a... ah, Murdoch. This is probably... I'm guessing this is where Murdoch died.
They're coming! Oh, no!
Wait, so to get back to where I was, I could have taken the long way that I just took, or, coming out of this door, I could have turned left. But then again, my motto is, why do anything easy when you can do something hard instead? But that brief detour over with, I found out that Murdoch apparently met her end to a spider when she ran out of ammo. And back to searching for the art display terminals.
What are you doing over there? Get away from that replicator, you son of a...
Oh, looks like he was killed by someone attempting to commit outright theft. Okay, remember what you're looking for, Viking. You're looking for... art display terminals. Okay, well I've found several art display terminals. They're in the upstairs area of the mall. I didn't come up here except for the one time when I died horribly, and I didn't want to come back up here because of all the memories. So let's see if any of these has what I'm looking for on it. Okay, that one doesn't. How about you? Okay. 4. That one is 1, alright. So apparently they can be separated by loading screens, but it isn't all of them. I should have just been paying closer attention as I went through. Anyway, so the codes I have so far are 10 and 4. I'll be back with you as soon as I find another one. Let's see if there's anything down here that I missed. Suicide robots. I've already been here. Don't need to stay here any longer. My problems can't hurt me as long as I run away from them.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Okay, so I managed to hack my way into something and then I got murdered. And I'm taking my frustrations out on you, suicide robot. If I switch to the standard bullets, that midwife was really low on hit points. Another of the sentences you don't hear every day. Okay. Mall and athletics. Garden, yeah. I was looking for one of the codes, and instead all I found was suffering and midwives. Oh, you have a lot of nanites. You have a psi-hypo. You have combat armor and modules. And you have bullets. Okay, on the whole, I'd call that a success, but it doesn't include finding an art display terminal, so I'll be back when I find another one of those. And they are in keeping with tradition. They do properly have their bathroom grenades. Alright, anything else?
Is there another?
Okay, that's an art display terminal. What's funny is that his "is there another" kind of applies to what I was thinking too. Is there another code? 1. Oh, and that's the first. That bracket, that opening bracket means that's the first number. So the numbers I have are 1, 4, and 10. Oh! And I'm dead. Okay, so the numbers I have, bottom right across from where I was, because I died next to the dance party club place. So the numbers I have are 1, 4, and 10, and 1 is the first number. So it could be 1, 4, 10 something. Also, there will probably be a closing bracket when I get to the last number, which means that,
Run.
There you are. There will probably be a closing bracket when I get to the last number. And another disposable maintenance tool, which means that, 4 and 10 are both in the middle. A Black Ops Psi amplifier. I wonder, are those superior? I mean, I don't use Psi, so it doesn't really matter. But perhaps they are. Okay, so 1, 4, and 10 are parts of the code, and then there's more. Alright. Well, once again, I return to my search. Okay, everyone. I have come up with a solution. And that solution is, I have 3 parts of the code. I have 4 digits of the code, and I'm 99% sure that the code is 5 digits long. So yes, while I do actually have to brute force the order, I'm also going to brute force the last digit of the code. So, 1, 4, 10, 1. Okay, yeah, it is 5 digits. 1, 4, 10, 2. 1, 4, 10, 3. 1, 4, 10, 4. 1, 4, 10, 5. 1, 4, 10, 6. And there we go! And that is how we do that.
A remarkable example of a pathetic species.
This is
some more cybernetic
primary data loop
modules.
compromised. Primary data loop compromised.
The transmission has been tampered with. No matter. We will destroy my creations right here. Stand by.
Warning. Data systems compromised.
Okay, looks like we're taking more power away from Xerxes and, giving it to Shodan. I'm beginning to see a flaw in this plan.
I have weakened Xerxes. I am accessing the primary data loop. I am merging my entity with the ship. My glory is expanding, filling the arteries of this vessel. I am in control. I am... No. It is hopeless. The cancer has spread throughout the Von Braun. They fill every available crack and crevice.
You.
They overwhelm. There is no option. I have activated the primary elevator shaft. Take it to deck 6. I will tell you my wishes when you arrive.
Okay, so we're done with deck 5. We messed with the signal, and it helped sort of, but apparently there's a lot more we still have to do. Because even though apparently Shodan needs to have even more power, but this is going to be the end for this part. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next time.